I can't see. I can't see without him.
So we're rolling, so anytime you want to start. Okay.
Hi, Johnny. That was a sound test.
Okay.
Hi, this is Mallory and
Kaylee.
we're with the Talk of San Diego. We're here with Gerry today with the Leucadia Surf School. We're going to be surfing today, or at least learning how to surf anyway. So, Gerry, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business?
Okay, well, we've been in business here for 11 years. This is our main beach, or permitted beach here at Moonlight Beach. It's a real good beach for beginner lessons. As you can see, the white water breaks out pretty far here. It's real shallow all the way out, and the outside waves are pretty gentle most of the time also. So we can, it is good surf. It's a good way for beginners out here. And like I said, I've been instructing for actually 13 years. So if I get a kid who's 11, I go, look, I've been teaching here, surf instructing for another 2 years longer than you've been born. And I just go, oh, you will surf, and he does it. I just hypnotize him. Is my new method after doing it over a decade out here. We use I've got all good boards for him, good equipment every summer, and all good instructors. Usually in the summertime we run about 20 kids a day, with 7 instructors and me, 15 to 20 a day, and that way I can get a little bit of surfing in myself. I'll go surf a Costco board out there with the kids and coach them a little bit. And also any kid that's in the camp, we invite them to come back and surf with us for free if they bring their own equipment. So we've always got 3 or 4 kids at any given time that are out there surfing with us, and we don't coach them as much as the people that are in the surf lesson for that week, but we do coach them a little. But by the time that they finish their week, they're doing pretty well anyway. And it's we watch them. The moms are worried about them, so the kids hang out with us, and nothing like being 10 or 11 years old and surfing every day all summer.
I agree.
So
we're about to be legit pro surfers, right?
yeah, we're going to get both of you girls standing up and riding, and his stage manager who's back there, who you can't see. But you're going to see both of these girls here. We're going to get them surfing within the first couple of waves. Okay, this is I don't want to reveal any of my secret teaching techniques other than I just hypnotize them to surf, and they all do it. It's just I've been doing it so long, and I also have surfed since the 60s. I know I don't look that old. I'm 85. I look young for my age.
Woohoo!
No, I'm not 85, but I mean, I've surfed since the 1960s, early 60s, so I've seen it all. I started in the longboard era before shortboards were even invented. All the instructors will tell you I'm real particular on how I want the lessons done, and if I get an instructor who's got his own methods, we get rid of them. They do my methods, and then after they've worked for a while, if they've got something to contribute, that's great. But at the beginning, we've after surfing for 40, 50 years and instructing for like 13 years, 11 years with this Leucadia Surf School, you're gonna find out that all the people that come to us to learn how to surf, they learn how to surf right away. We get them going so that we get them riding the whitewater out here, catching the whitewater and riding it, so that once they get to that point, all they have to do is continue doing this, and they'll learn to surf on their own. We don't like to lead you by the hand all the way. Once you get 5 years into surfing, you're going to be thankful that you're, a little bit gnarlier of a dude or chick for having gotten out there and, gotten the experience, gotten the flight time in there yourself. But we set you up so that you're able to do that.
Well, you definitely will fit into society a little bit better out here in California, right?
Fit into society a little better? I don't know about that. We are not, that's not our specialty, fitting into society. Our specialty is riding waves and, having a good time. A lot of people will say, oh, the person having the most fun is the one surfing the best. No, if you're actually getting some good waves, you're going to have more fun. Okay, if you're going to come to us and pay us our fees, which are actually very competitive and very reasonable, especially for the moms who've got more than one kid. They've got to get all the kids out there. especially for them, you know, it's a very reasonable price. I mean, for having fun, you can go splash water on each other for free. Okay, if you're going to come here and you're going to get a paid surf lesson, you're going to learn how to surf.
So can you tell us what is the best time to surf?
Best time at this beach, we want to avoid the real high tide or the real low tide. About a medium tide is good out here. You know, and the wind, I myself, I don't mind a little bit of wind. A lot of surfers will go out early morning because it's glassy. Well, you know, I'll go out about 1 o'clock when the winds come up. The face of the wave is still smooth. The surf is still good as far as I'm concerned, and everybody else is gone. You know, all the go-getters have gone home, and the crowd is much less. A little bit of wind, I don't care. The face is still smooth.
Okay, so I see 3 boards right here in front of me. I know we're about to do our sand or beach lesson. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're about to experience?
Well, the beach lesson here, we're going to get your feet in the center of the board. We're going to do a safety, the stance, and then getting into the stance. And then we're going in the water. And at that point, I'm your wave catcher. I'm going to be launching you into waves and getting you standing up. And then we're going to get you catching your own waves and standing up. And then at that point, you know, you don't need an instructor anymore. At that point, it's Waikiki in the 50s, which is beginner surfing, and which is, you know, what you want. During the camps, if we've got you here more than a couple of days, then we take you to the outside waves, you know, at the end of the first day or the second day, and we'll push you into the outside waves out there and get you surfing the unbroken waves, given that the waves are not too big and the conditions are right. The intermediate stuff like that really depends on the conditions a lot. So if the conditions are right, we'll get you on the outside waves and get you going on the open face.
Okay. Kaylee, do you have any more questions before we get started?
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people have fears of sharks. Can you tell me anything about that?
Well, the shark, if a shark swims up to you, just tell him that, you know me, and he'll go, oh, gee, I'm sorry, man, and they'll take off. They'll leave you alone. Okay. The piranha, I don't know. The piranha.
Piranha?
Yeah, the piranha, if they're hungry, you know, there's no telling. We have lost a couple of kids out here. I'm not sure. And,
okay, now you're just trying to scare me. I'm pretty sure.
No, there's really. I've been in San Diego. I'm second generation San Diego. My dad was a lifeguard here in the 40s, and the last maybe 5 years, I've heard of more sharks than I've ever heard of before. But we really don't see them. If there's any sharks out there, I'm not going in the water, and I'm not going to take you in the water either. You know, I'm not going to go in. I'm not taking customers in anything. I'm not going to go in.
Okay, so each lesson starts with on the beach, and we just learn the basics, and then we go out into the water.
Yeah, we do a beach lesson first, so that you know, so that you don't get hurt, and you can stand up. You know, we get it done on the beach first, and we get your stand-ups on the beach, and then that way we don't have too much to do in the water except just push in.
And for our viewers, how would they schedule one of these lessons?
You go online to leucadiasurfschool.com, and in the top left corner there's a yellow box that says sign up here. Just it's a very short form. We need to know your age, height, and weight, and your email, so that you know, we've got the right equipment for you, and then we meet you at the van up there on the street, but we'll send you back a confirmation email with all your instructions.
And is surfing still good during the winter?
Surfing's great during the winter. We've got real thick wetsuits. It never really does get that cold in San Diego. You know, we surf all winter. All winter.
That sounds awesome. Well, I've heard enough. I'm ready to get in the water and get started and get surfing.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, we'll get both you girls going. You'll be surprised at how easy it's going to be out here for you. Okay,
Good deal.
We'll get you going right away.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get our beach lesson first, and then we're going to get in the water, and then we'll be right back. See you guys later.
And you guys don't talk at all. Do not talk. Okay, you ready?
We're rolling.
Okay. Okay, so first we're going to do the safety. Okay? Now the safety, there are 2 main things. You want to treat your board here like a little boat. Anytime you're going through the waves, you want to go 100% straight through the oncoming waves, just like a little boat. You know, a little boat, you wouldn't go at an angle. You know the wave's going to grab it and pull it over this way or the other way. Okay, so always go 100% straight through. If this is all you do for safety, you're going to be way ahead of the game. Never hold the board sideways against a wave like this. Okay, you don't want to hold it against there. The wave is not going to bounce off of this and go rolling back out to China. Okay, the wave is going to come and just go smack and hit you hard in the face. All right, so you don't want to go. If your board is just floating here, sideways like this, you don't want to be here either with the waves pushing it into you. Adam, take a lot of pictures. Keep taking them. You took one, take a bunch. Anyway, you don't want your board sideways against the waves here with you standing here. You always want to grab your board and get it going straight through, okay? Nose first, tail first, up or down, but just get it going straight through, okay? So that's the main thing for safety, okay? Straight through. Straight through and no sideways, okay girls? Okay, Rick, got it? All right, two more things is we want to cover our heads. Anytime you go underwater, when you come back up, lead up with one arm, come up, lead up with one arm, and turn and look this way towards the oncoming waves, okay? So everybody do this. Put your arms over your heads. That's the only way you're going to get hurt in front of your face too, is getting hit in the face with your board. It's the only way you're really going to get hurt. If you do get hit in the head, I'm going to come up to you and I'm going to tell you I told you so. Okay? It's because you're on your own. It's the only way you're going to get hurt. And then this is a customer's idea. We're going to hit you again. No, we're not. We're not going to, but we don't want you to get hit in the head, okay? Okay, so then the last thing are stingrays. We've got stingrays all over California. Any waters have stingrays. This beach has the least stingrays of anywhere. If you look up, you guys, if you look up here, you can see it's not protected. It's just the currents come through here. The stingrays are more apt to be down in Del Mar or La Jolla, where it's a little more protected. Okay, but for the stingrays, it's a round fish like this. Here, it's a round flat fish like this. Tail's here. The barbs are right here. You have to step right on this guy's back for the tail to come up and the barbs to hit you. There's venom on the barbs. It's just going to be a little pinprick of blood or maybe like a little splinter. So it's not a big gouge, but the venom will heat up your foot pretty good. It's kind of like your foot's asleep times about 50. And we'll stick a hot pack on there. We'll speed dial the lifeguards, which are right there, and we'll stick your foot in super hot water for about 40 minutes, and then you'll be fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide our feet along the whole time we're out there. Okay, you can just slide the balls of your feet along. They'll hear the vibration and swim away, and if they don't, and if you happen to kick one of these guys, he's not going to bite your foot. He's going to shoot out in the other direction real fast. He's a fish. You couldn't catch him if you had to. Okay, so that's it for safety. We're going to go 100% straight through, sliding our feet. We're not going to get our board sideways in front of us. Okay, and if we come up from underwater, we're going to lead up with one arm. Going to lead up with one arm like this and cover our heads. And always be looking towards the horizon, towards the oncoming waves. That's the only place your boards are coming from. Okay, nothing's coming at you from the shore side. And also, you want to be careful, and if there's a lot of people surfing, you want to go down the beach from where people are surfing. The kind of wave you need or not, it's a beginner wave, and it's just a nice long line of white water. You don't need the other wave where the crowd's going to be. And so anywhere that there's a crowd, you want to go down the beach a little bit so that you don't run over anybody and no one runs over you. Okay? So that's it for safety. Okay? Take a lot of pictures, Adam. Just go pop, pop, pop. It's all digital. You are? Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so are we going to demonstrate how to stand up on the surfboard?
Now we're going to do the stance and then getting into the stance. Okay. So the stance is this. Everybody plays baseball, softball. It's just exactly the same. No big mystery. The key thing on your stance is we've got to have our feet right down the center. Okay, this again, it's like a little boat here. If I stand way over here at the side of this of a boat, this is where the boat tilts, and we fall in. Okay, this boat here, all we got to do is move our foot like that much, and we're tilting and we're falling. So this is going to make you or break you. Is we've got to have our feet right down the center. See the center line? Okay, our back foot is sideways. Our front foot is like at about a 45. Okay, all our weight's on our back foot and on our hips, and we're getting nice and low. Okay, and look up there at the very tip of your board. You're going to feel your board through the bottom of your feet, and if your feet know what's moving around, you're going to be able to balance a little bit easier on that. Okay, so let's all try our stance. Here, I'll hold the mic for you. Let's all try our stance. Right down the center. Go ahead, Ricky, get on this one. And getting all nice and low. Get all nice and low here, get low. And we're looking right here. Weights on our back foot and on our hips. There we go. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so here you go. Very good. So let's get our wetsuits up, and I'll show you the final stand up, and then we'll get out there.
Okay, I have one more question.
Sure.
How come I'm facing a different direction than them?
Some people stand at what's called goofy foot, which is right foot forward, or regular foot, which is left foot forward. It's not really goofy as in anything negative. Some people, just like they'll bat facing one direction or the other. The way I like you to face on the boards is the same way that you're at bat at baseball or softball. And we get a lot of Europeans out here that don't play that game. So then it's whatever foot you kick a ball with, we're going to put that foot in the back. And it's basically what's the most comfortable. Generally, that will be the